can see my car wash at the back. Decided to bring my gear and record. Allergies this morning, and it's about 58 Fahrenheit right now. And it's a little chilly, but the good thing is we got the sun. Gotta watch for traffic here, the sun. So you do feel the little warmth. And I haven't recorded for a few days because obviously just been caught up with catching up. I wouldn't say family, but just acquaintances here. Of course, I had a great pre-Christmas celebration with my girlfriend. That video is up. You can take a look at that. Holidays for me, personally, it's overrated. And I've been guilty of just getting wrapped up in that, the fog. I wouldn't even say the spirit. It's just a lethargic energy. But yeah, I've been posting consistently. If you look at my timeline, I haven't missed a whole lot. So 2-3 days is not too bad, just the time of the year. But this video really is about walking 10,000 steps on a regular day, everyday basis, but specifically in New York. That's right, you're going to walk a lot in New York. So in fact, I'm throwing up a lot of my previous footage from the trips I did earlier this year. So when I was working for this other corporation. So what do I think about New York? This may not sit well with a lot of East Coast folks. I don't like New York. And I wouldn't pick it to go there for a vacation either, or just to get it off my bucket list, because I've already been there like 4 or 5 times through work. And there was nothing in me that wanted to go out and explore for the sake of just, getting that excitement, the thrill of being in New York. Here's my reasons is I left California to move to Las Vegas, which is where I'm now. And I left California because I got so sick and tired of the big city life, the traffic, the congestion, and whether you're in Southern Cal, I heard it's pretty one of the worst places, right? Whether you're in Southern Cal or Northern Cal, it's pretty much more or less, give or take, about the same. When I was living in the Silicon Valley, San Jose, San Francisco, the Bay Area, essentially, just to get to point A to B, 5 miles would take you about an hour sometimes, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of stress. People are impatient and, on that token, very rude, especially in New York, that I found is just, I found the weather to be a little gloomy. And no matter whether it was summer or winter, I think it can be really beautiful. Part of me could be I'm being biased because I was in corporate, and maybe I wasn't such a big fan of just what I was doing. I was not happy, and maybe some of that trickled over into how I view New York, because I dreaded going to New York with this job here. You're going from the West Coast to the East Coast. It's about 6 hours, and then you pay for it with the time differential. And so you definitely throws you off. So you got to make this trip worth it, right? And I tried to find the joys, and I did. There were moments of it. The nice dinners and drinks, and then I think the best part about this whole travel was I got to experience first class, flying first class. And now once I've done first class, it's hard for me to go back to economy, because it's just, you work so hard, you can treat yourself to first class flights, and the company would pay for an economy, and the way you do it is you just upgrade yourself to first class. The difference is not a whole lot, actually, to be honest, if you can afford it. But New York, it was depressing. I couldn't stand the smell, right? And I don't know if you watch the news right now. Probably not a good idea to watch too much news, but there's a lot going on in New York, right? There's, in a way, I kind of felt like it's overpopulated. And right now, what's going on in New York is just they got the army, the National Guard, I believe, out on the streets. The crime is rampant, right? I did see a lot of homelessness. Not. I mean, there's homelessness in California too. I mean, I left California 2.5 years ago. I think there's definitely Vegas is experiencing that as well. But in New York, that's it's a big apple. They call it for a reason, right? Big city, big apple, and a lot of the financial institutions and big companies, large corporations, are headquartered out there. So it's for business purposes. Yeah, I mean that's the place to be if you're working for one of the big giants, right? Big corporates. Um, but I honestly, the airport, JFK, and I think there's another one called La- LaGuardia. I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, the ride from the airport to the hotels is in the heart of New York City. These this would take up to an hour, you know, and I would just get a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety just being there. But the taxis would just run right into you, like literally, like I'm talking about right in your grill, whether it's green light, red light. They would look for a microsecond of uh, uh, you know 0.001 cubic feet, so they can just get in and just go about your way. There's a lot of honking. There's a lot of get out of my fucking way. Oh, excuse my French. Get out of my effing way. Um, all of that going on. So the culture is different. I'm not used to all of that, man. So I couldn't wait most times to get back um, home, and get on the plane. That was the best part, is flying back. Um, so would I move to New York? No, I wouldn't. Is that a place that I would want to go just to vacation? Just to vacation? Nah. I mean, if I'm me and my girlfriend, we could take a trip out there for a day or two, just to explore. I guess. I mean, it's always fun with someone, I guess, that you're dating. In that sense, you could make it funner. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to go to New York. I just whenever someone says, "Hey, we're gonna fly you out to New York," and maybe it's the job, maybe that's what it was. But hopefully, there's a better experience that I can bring you folks and share. But uh, wintertime was the most. Most of my trips were during winter and during that cold season, and it gets really cold, like really cold, um, muggy, snowing. You know. And if you're having a bad day, that place can be really gloomy. At least that's what I found. Especially if you're stressed out at corporate anxiety, the politics, right, and all of that stuff. And I mean, it got to me. So I don't know about you. I maybe not most people. So if you feel the same way, drop a comment, like, subscribe. But I walked a lot in New York, as you can see. There's a lot of walking you can do. Um, that was the advantages, that even though I go out on the strips, my routine doesn't change. I do still walk 10,000 steps no matter where I am at. I make it fun. Again, the walking was probably one of the better highlights. I got to explore the city by just simply walking. I'm doing it today. Okay? So look at this egg walks. Egg works. I can come and literally have food here, but I won't because I'm fasting right now. Just a fasted walking. Okay? Till the next video, folks. It's my little rundown on New York. You have a good one. Wish you all a great and safe holiday season. Till the next video. Mamba out.